That is a monster shrimp right there. Alright, let's get back down there and get him. Let's get him. Oh, that was a good hit. That was a good hit. Oh, dude, that was a nice fish. That was a good fish right there. That's a decent hit. There we go. That's a good fish. That's a good one. Ooh, black drum. Nice. I'll take that any day. I think these guys have to be 15. Probably gonna lose him. We'll look it up here. Keep him in the water. I don't think he's gonna be big enough. Man, he's got some awesome black stripes on him. Fish rules. Go for drum. Black. See. Drum, black drum. 14 inches minimum. Bag limit is 5. 14 inches. He might be a keeper. He might just make it. Guy, quick measurement. That is a keeper black drum. 15 and a half. I bet I had about an hour. Got me a nice black drum. My favorite fish to cook on the grill by far. Black drum. I'm pretty excited about that. We might have to do a catch, clean, and cook. Let's get back on it. Nice. Dude, I got me a black drum. I'm glad I'm fishing with shrimp. Love it, man. I love it. All right. I will take another black drum, please. Woohoo, baby. Look at this guy.
That's nice.
Oh, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. There we go. Oh, the bite's turning on. The bite is turning on. We got another jack. Oh. All right, little guy. Sorry about that. Jack number 2. See ya. Alright, let's get this black drum cleaned up. I'm going to cook them on the grill. Today I'm going to do a taste test between 2 different seasonings. I'm going to use Chef Paul's Magic, Redfish Magic, on one fillet. And then we're going to use Tony Catcher's Original Creole Seasoning on the other fillet. And my plan is to grill this black drum. Black drum is absolutely delicious when it's cooked on the grill. It is one of my favorite fish. One of the reasons it's a mild flavored fish, but you get really thick fillets off of them. And when you're gonna be cooking a fish on the grill, you guys can see how I'm filleting. There's a lot of different videos out there on filleting fish. They're all pretty much the same. But when you get fillet fish to cook on the grill, it's called cooking them on the half shell. You want to leave the scales and the skin on. At least that's the way that I like to do it. And you guys will see the process here that I use when I grill fish. It works really good. That's going to be some deliciousness right there. Look at that. Beautiful white meat. Okay, we got it flipped over. I didn't really talk much about filleting the fish. You want to go ahead and just cut way up here in the head. There's always meat up in this head area. You want to make sure that you get that meat, and we're just going to, nice sharp knife. You guys saw that I sharpened it. Just going to cut it across like that. I'm going to spin this around, take my fillet knife. I always want to make sure that my hands are just completely out of the way. I'm going to take my fillet knife and I'm just going to run it just a little bit, about a 1/2 inch underneath the skin there. And I'm just running that right along his spine, back towards the back. Sometimes you gotta be careful that you don't get under the spine area. You want to stay on top of those bones. Usually I get right about here where the anal fin is, and I like to just stick my knife all the way through like that. Keep it tight to the skeleton, and then just bring it back like that. Once we've got it started, we can lift the skin up. Just take our knife and run it gently along the bones like that till you get to the ribs, just like that. And you can spin it around and cut this nice and flat to the bone. Then I like to pinch the skin like this, and I wrap my finger down underneath the back side, and that gives me a good grip on the skeleton and on the skin, and I pinch the skin to hold the meat up out of the way of the knife. You can see I just slide the knife in there. Now what I want to do is I'm gonna cut the ribs. So you can see I got it wrapped around. I got a good grip on that. That's why I leave the skin attached here. It makes it easier for cutting through the ribs. So I do that. Just get my knife up on the ribs, and I push the knife and I pull back on the fish, and that cuts right through the ribs. The ribs have a soft spot in them you can cut through. Once we do that, we're not taking the skin off, so we can go ahead and cut that tail section off. I'm going to come back here right along the top here. I cut it so close there's a few little bones right there where those dorsal fin is at. I want to cut those bones out. Yeah, this fillet looks pretty good here. All right, let's season them up. So the fillet that has a little bit of the tail on it and a little bit up here, I'm going to use the Tony Catcher's Original Creole seasoning on that one, and I'm just going to give a sprinkle. This stuff is very salty. It's not going to take much. It's got a nice spicy kick to it. Just pat that in there a little bit. Get that on there good. Then on the one that doesn't have the additional fins on it, we're going to use Chef Paul's Blackened Redfish Magic. This stuff is pretty salty too, but not nearly as salty as that Tony Catcher's. So I'm just going to rub this all around. I've never used Chef Paul's Blackened Redfish Magic for grilling fish. So I use what's called a charcoal chimney to start my charcoal. I like the flavor of charcoal a lot better than gas grilled stuff. Of course, when I used to cook on the gas grill, I used to buy the little smoked pieces of wood, and I would always add smoked wood in a piece of tin foil so I get some kind of smoked flavor with it. But anyway, the charcoal chimney, that's the top. You put the charcoal in the bottom. This is where you put your paper to get it started. Supposed to crumple up paper. I got this notebook paper for free from somewhere a long time ago. I got a couple packs of it, and I just really haven't had any use for it. Most of my notes I keep on my computer. I use a different kind of paper, so crumple it up, stick it in there like that. And then you got these holes here on the side. I let a little bit of paper stick out on some of the holes so I can get the fire lit. And the other thing I do is I use a little bit of lighter fluid on the paper just to help get it started good. Not much, not nearly as much as you'd use on just straight up charcoal, right? Put a little bit on the outside here to make that easier to start on those outside pieces. Put our charcoal in the top. These pieces sticking out. There we go. Chimney's smoking. Give these guys some avocado oil. I do have some olive oil, but I will try with some avocado oil. The Diet Complete seasoning is really good. Go ahead and season them up with that. I also like to have sliced tomato with my asparagus. Strange combination, but it is absolutely delicious. I got oak trees out here. I like to get me some oak wood to give that extra wood smoky flavor. And there's always little pieces of oak laying around here. I always put the oak on the outside so that if the oak happens to catch fire, it doesn't get all flamey and burn up my food. Next thing, I brought some olive oil down. Put a little bit of this on a rag. I'm gonna wipe the grill grates with the olive oil. Oh, look at that. That oak is already starting to put off the smoke. That's what we want. Nice grilled smoky flavor on our fish. Ooh, baby, that's gonna be good. I got my cheap turkey pan top from the Dollar Tree. Put that over the top. Catch all that smoky goodness. All right, guys, it has been about 10 minutes. I didn't flip anything. Oh, look at that. That is looking good. You got to pull those asparagus, definitely. If it pushes all the way through, it's done. I think that's it. 10 minutes on the grill. There you have it, guys. Here come the flies already. I'm ready to dig in. All right, man. I'm looking forward to digging in. It's amazing how fast the flies come around. Okay, so we're gonna do the taste test. We're gonna try the Tony's Creole seasoning first. I wanna give you guys a good look. That's why I like black drum. Look at a large, chunky, very mild flavored fish, but look at how white that is. All right, the Tony's Creole. Very good. That's similar to the way that I make it with Lowry seasoned salt and cayenne pepper. The thing about that Tony's Creole seasoning is I think it's 90% salt. It is so salty, guys. Woo, you got to go easy with that Tony's stuff. All right, let's do the redfish magic. Dig into a nice chunk here. Oh my gosh. Trying to get you guys a good piece so you can see the meat. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Redfish magic. They're both really good. I'm gonna go with the redfish magic because it's not as salty as the Tony's, and yeah, but absolutely delicious. Let me try my asparagus that I definitely overcooked. Oh, you know what? It's got that nice char-grilled flavor. Delicious, man. Absolutely delicious. Knocked it out of the ballpark again. Hey, hey.
All right.
Looks like I got a fishing rod today. All right.
Is that you?
Yeah, 3. UPS man just delivered a new fishing rod. I got a new combo I'm going to introduce to you guys real soon. You're going to freak out when you see it too. Because I've got like over 750 videos in my library, put a couple other catch and cooks here. Thanks for coming along for this adventure. Subscribe, set your notifications, and everybody get out there and go fishing, man. Life is fun. Live it. See ya!